Hi, everybody. It's Kevin,
Hey, it's Rich.
K&R Productions, presenting this podcast.
So how was your week?
It was good. I had a lot of hospital stuff. I had a lot of tests and stuff like that to see how I'm doing, and everything looks pretty good. I had a colonoscopy, and they found two nodules, but they weren't cancerous. And somebody, I put it on Facebook, and somebody said, "Oh, everybody does that. Like everybody gets nodules. That's why you take the test every 5 years.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty good. And I got some stuff coming up this week with University Hospital. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but I got some surgery coming up, and hopefully I'm meeting with my doctor on Tuesday afternoon. So we're going to talk further about how it's going to affect me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Yep. So far, so good.
Yep.
That's
And
good.
I've been working. I've been door dashing, and you know what? I got to admit, I hate work.
You hate work?
I hate work. It's horrible. I mean, I do it and I get it done, and it's a good time while I'm dashing. It's a good time for me to listen to music and talk on the phone and stuff like that. And um, what type of um, things do you listen to on the radio?
Me?
Yeah,
Well, I listen to usually classic rock.
right. Yeah, yeah. I used to do that a lot.
Yeah, or sports radio sometimes.
Right. I listen to 8:50 a.m. sports radio.
Yeah.
I like Rizzo in the morning and Aaron Goldhammer, and it's kind of weird. Rizzo kind of comes. He treats Aaron like a second fiddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he kind of comes down on him all the time, and it's hard to watch because now it's all about gambling. Like everything they talk about what the odds are. For the gamble.
Yeah.
And I'm almost going to stop listening to it because I don't gamble, and I'm tired of listening to him talk about gambling.
They're just plugging the gambling sites.
Right, right. Yeah, because a lot of stuff that they do, like they're at the Super Bowl this weekend, and it's brought to you by FanDuel, which is a gambling site.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk about it a lot. You know what I mean? They're going to talk about the odds and stuff like that, but it doesn't. I don't enjoy it. You
I
know.
sometimes I listen to 92.3. Do you ever listen to that station?
I think when I went to a Browns game with my brother Matt, I think he put that station on. It was good.
Oh, okay.
I kind of in my age, I've kind of mellowed out a little bit. I've been listening to 102.1 FM.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a soft rock station. Can't live without you. Stuff like that, and
Yeah.
Adele and stuff like that. I never, when I was a kid, I knew people. I remember one time my brother Matt turned me on to classic rock, and he softened up a little bit, and he listened to some soft songs, and I was like, I'll never do that.
Yeah.
I'll always be a rock and roller.
I know. Yeah.
Here I am listening to 102.1.
I know. Like REO Speedwagon and
Yeah, I love REO Speedwagon.
well,
Do
that's
you
like
remember that pizza place we used to go to down by Marymount?
oh, Pizza Bazaar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had REO Speedwagon on their jukebox. We used to play it a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was kind of like soft rock.
Right. Yeah. And remember, like when we were growing up, we were really into Zeppelin
Oh
and
yeah.
Black Sabbath and the Who and then stuff like that,
Yeah, and the Stones.
and the Stones. And it's funny, we were never really much into the Beatles.
I always loved the Beatles.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always loved the Beatles, but it's not my first choice to listen to. One of my questions I wanted to ask you of like your four top bands. What are your four top bands?
I would say the Beatles, the Stones, um, probably Led Zeppelin,
Right.
and maybe Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. I got three out of the four from you, but mine's in a different order. I like Led Zeppelin first, the Beatles second, the Stones third, because I like the Stones, but it's not my first choice of something to listen to.
Hmm.
And it's funny. My fourth one, you won't guess what it is.
Hold on. The Who?
No, although
Um,
I love the Who.
what?
Although I love the Who, it's not my fourth choice. For what a great band I like to listen to sometimes.
Bad Company.
No, I love them too, but this one's out in the stratosphere. You won't get it.
Okay, I give
Bee
up.
Gees.
Oh, the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Every song in there is just good. They like single-handedly did disco in the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah, they had some great
And
songs.
when you think of disco, you think of the Bee Gees. You know?
Yeah, they had some great songs.
Yeah. And the way they sing falsetto and all that stuff.
You know, this is kind of funny. You remember Barry?
Barry from across the street.
Yeah, well, he was at like 2 doors down from me.
Okay, yeah.
His
Was he the big one, the big guy, or the tall guy?
no, that was Ricky.
Oh, Ricky. Okay.
Yeah, Barry he was a couple years younger than us,
Uh-huh.
and I think his mom was a big Bee Gees fan.
Uh,
Actually, well, his name was Barry. I don't know if it was named after.
oh, right. Yeah.
But anyway, we would not have arguments, but like we would say, oh, like the Bee Gees are better than the Beatles, and I'd be like, no, the Beatles are way better than the Bee Gees. So we'd
Right.
it's it's a silly thing, but it's like like the battle of the bands,
Yeah, that was funny. I remember one time you had this cousin who was singing, and he's saying, "Put out the dog, put out the cat,
Oh,
put
yeah.
out the fire," and we were like, "Dude, you're such a what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, yeah, because
You
we
don't
were
like
in
Led Zeppelin, so
yeah.
you're a nerd. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
yeah,
That was funny.
yeah, that was a
We thought we were
Michael.
all that.
yeah, that was my cousin Michael.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see. I was thinking of something. So you're coming over tonight?
Yeah, I'm coming over tonight. For anybody who wants to know, me and Rich are going to play some music tonight. We picked 2 songs that we're going to work on with his brother Paul and his brother Chris. Chris plays bass, Paul plays guitar, Rich plays guitar, and I sing. We're going to do Day Tripper by the Beatles. It's kind of in a high range. I'm going to have to struggle to do it, but I'll try.
Okay.
Like Beatles sing a lot of songs in a really high range, and it's like they scream, but it doesn't sound like they're screaming. It's like they can hit the notes pretty easily.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to do San Francisco Days by Chris Isaak. And I have a good Chris Isaak story for you.
Oh, okay.
I was coming up in music in San Francisco at the same time Chris Isaak was, although he was way better than me, and he wrote original songs, and I was in a cover band for a long time. He was, I was good friends with his drummer, Kenny Dale Johnson, who's from Texas. And I went to a Christmas party once at Kenny Dale's house, and Chris was there. And I don't play guitar, so we were in a circle singing songs. And I would say, "Hey, Chris, play this. Hey, Chris, play this." And he's like, "Dude, get your own guitar."
Chris Isaak?
Yeah, Chris Isaak.
Like you were telling him to play stuff?
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. And then apparently, according to Angel, who we brought up last week, my ex-girlfriend, one of my first girlfriends in California, she was a backup singer for him when she was 14. I don't know the validity of this story or not, but she really was enthralled by him. And he would call her when we were dating, and she played a phone message on our phone one time from him, inviting her over. And she said she was over his house, and there were girls hiding in the bushes and stuff like that. And I was like, at that point, I should have said, "See you later." You want to be with me? You want to be with Chris Isaak? But she would always like be mellowed out when she thought of Chris Isaak. Like she was really in love or something.
Remember when I came out to see you that one time back in like '87? I think he called her then when she. When I was
really?
there. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
at least
that's
I mean
funny.
that's what I was told. I mean I didn't talk to the guy on the phone.
Right. He was a lot older than her, so I was kind of suspicious of that. I mean, when she was 14 or when I was going out with her, I think she just turned 18. And then, so he's like 12 years older than us.
I remember what I was going to ask you. We were talking about the Beatles when John Lennon got shot. Do you remember
Right.
You remember going to see Let It Be in a Magical Mystery Tour at the Mapletown?
I don't remember it, but
Yeah.
it sounds familiar.
Yeah, we went to see that because they were playing it because after John Lennon got shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was, it was weird. John Lennon getting shot was like a huge deal, but like I didn't feel it like it seems as much as other people did, you know, because it wasn't the Beatles anymore. It was just John Lennon.
I mean, because we were like 12 or something.
Right. And
so
we were young, yeah.
And so they were like a lot older than us. So to us, it was like, and they were broken up already. So it was like, oh, well, to me, to us, they were old anyway. So I don't know, somehow it didn't affect us, I guess.
Right. There hasn't been a lot of death in my life. You know, my dad died, my mom died, and my brother Marty died. And your father died, and your mother died. But, besides that, I haven't seen a lot of death. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's news to me, like when a famous person dies.
Like who died recently? Some musicians died recently.
Yeah.
Who's the singer in that band Fleetwood Mac?
Christine McVie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she died. She was really. I liked her music a lot.
And Jeff Beck died recently.
Right, Jeff Beck. I saw the post you put on Facebook. You turned me on to, was it Freeway Jam or Highway Jam?
Yeah, Freeway Jam. Yeah.
Yeah, you turned me on to that about 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think we mentioned that last week in the podcast.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. So what did you write down for your? Did you make a list of stuff to talk about?
Yeah. I was thinking about I want to catch up on the balloon over Montana or wherever it was.
Oh yeah.
I said last week, I'd probably go with your summation that it's probably a weather balloon. Mm-hmm. But then I heard that it happened 3 times under Trump. And it just happened again the other day. So now I'm thinking, fool me once, it's your fault. Fool me twice, it's my fault, So I'm a little suspicious of it now because it's happened so many times.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know.
They figure out how to not make a balloon go out of their atmosphere or something,
Yeah.
Why are they losing all these balloons?
I don't know. Did you watch the State of the Union?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah. Well, I watched part of it.
Yeah, I'm not hugely into politics. I can't trust anybody. At that level of politics, I don't think I can only vote. I don't have a really big say as to what happens, to the world.
Yeah.
Unless you're a politician or unless you're rich.
Yeah, we won't make this a big political podcast.
Right. I was thinking of, I heard some stuff today on the sports channel about the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was almost thinking that Philadelphia would win no problem. But then they were talking about, I only thought Mahomes was just Mahomes and Kelsey. And I wish the Browns had like a relationship between Njoku and Watson like that, But I heard they have other players like McKinnon and Pacheco in the backfield who are really good at what they do. Like McKinnon catches a lot of passes. He caught like 500 yards in passes. And Pacheco, he runs with a lot of, the way they put it was, he runs with a lot of anger, and so he gets a lot of yardage, But so I'm thinking maybe Kansas City has a better chance than I gave them.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's hard to tell. Like, in football, it's like in any given Sunday, it's...
Right. What do you think about the Browns' moves?
I don't know. I really haven't been paying attention to, like drafts picks and
well,
trades.
The draft is coming up in April, but I'm waiting to see who they get in free agency. I think they're allowed to get a free agent, and they have money. So, Joe Thomas, I think he was an offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. He just got inducted into the Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
Or they told him that he was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame at the ceremony.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the Browns, they got a lot of weapons. They have Watson and they got 2 great running backs. Are they going to have?
I don't know.
Who's their running backs again?
Chubb
and
Ford could be a running back, but they got Hunt. Hunt and Chubb.
Are they both going to be back next year? I mean, I know.
Yeah, I think so.
I know.
Hunt wanted to leave.
Yeah, but he's going to stay.
Yeah, I I think he's going to stay. And we also have a third running back, Ford, who's also a punt returner.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty good.
And I don't know. I mean, I hope it
Donovan
all comes together this year.
Hopefully Watson won't be a bust. That would suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to do something like other quarterbacks do and take all of his receivers to the Bahamas or something and make them work in the sand or something to get their act together.
Who is the receiver that I think he plays for Kansas City now that we used to have?
I don't know.
He's really good, and I can't remember his name, but yeah, it seems like a lot of times players from Cleveland go to other teams and then they become stars. You know,
I call it the Cleveland curse. Really good players come to Cleveland and then they become not adequate players, and then they go somewhere else and become good players again. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But there's two brothers playing in the Super Bowl, the Kelsey brothers.
Oh yeah, and they're both
one's
from
playing for Philadelphia and one's playing for Kansas City.
And they're both from Cleveland Heights.
Or I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're both from Cleveland Heights.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that cool?
Yep.
So let's see. Laura's gonna be 18 soon.
Okay. We got any plans for her 18th birthday?
Yeah, we're gonna go spend a night downtown and with some of her friends, taking her friends.
Nice.
They're gonna, spend the night. Susie and I and Amanda are gonna get a hotel room in the same.
You find a nice hotel?
Yeah, I think it'll be nice.
Good.
And then we go to brunch on Sunday.
Yeah, where are you going to brunch?
Yours truly downtown.
What kind of restaurant is it?
It's just a breakfast place, I think.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Tell her I said happy birthday.
Okay.
Did she choose the school to go to college at?
She's thinking about Ohio University.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so.
I think that's where Andy went, isn't it? Ohio University?
Oh, I thought he went to Miami.
Miami of Ohio, though, right?
Yeah.
Not University of Miami.
Yeah, Miami of Ohio.
Okay, that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. And you went to Bowling Green.
Yeah, I went to Bowling Green, and I was I wanted to play soccer. I was in an intramural. I was there in the summer before my freshman year,
Yeah.
and I was playing intramural soccer. And I played with some of the players who were going to be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, the goal was really little. It was just a small little goal. There was no net or anything. It was just two pylons kind of next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys were kicking the ball from 50 yards out, going right through the goal, And I was like, there's no way I can play with these guys. I didn't even try out,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have. You were a good soccer player.
If I would have played 2 more years at Ignatius, I probably would have tried out for a college.
Yeah.
Because Ignatius had a really good team. And I remember one time they came to play Chanel, I think it was my junior or senior year. And who's the Ukrainian guy who was the assistant coach?
Oh, yeah. I forgot his name.
Yeah, but he was cool. He said, Shields, where you been? I was going to start you at JV, but I didn't want to play JV as a junior. I was good enough to play varsity,
Yeah.
But maybe not. I don't know. I'm just tooting my own horn, but I was pretty good.
Yeah. And
I made it in the paper one time.
You were in the paper?
Yeah, in the Plain Dealer. They had a weekly soccer, whoever played really good soccer that week.
Yeah.
And I was chosen.
Wow.
And they had a picture of me flying around this other guy, my hair flying back. I had really long hair. And
oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, it was funny.
I remember, and McLaughlin was on our team.
Yeah. He's made quite a career for himself.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that, how, great coaches go to St. Ignatius and then they don't leave. He's got so many accolades. He could coach any college team, and probably make $1 million, but because he's also a philosophy teacher,
Mm-hmm.
not philosophy, but what's a religious?
Oh, theology?
Teacher? Yeah, he's a theology teacher, and he's, they think of the students, so much as to mold their minds that they stay there, like Coach Kyle, football coach, stayed there.
Oh, yeah.
McLaughlin staying there. It's it's interesting to me
Now,
what the pull is, you know.
has he won? Has the soccer team under his coaching won state championships?
Rich, they won like 12,
Wow.
and they won 4 national championships.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking about crazy good.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. I mean,
Right. He was always into European soccer when we were growing up. And, you know, we didn't have cable and we didn't have ways to watch European soccer. So I don't know how he kept it. We didn't have the internet back then, right?
oh,
So
right.
I don't know how he caught up with European soccer, but that's probably what he did. He probably went to Ignatius and plugged in a European soccer way of playing, and they did better than everybody else.
Yeah, he was good.
And plus, I think the football team and the soccer team, they recruit now. They like recruit players from grade school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were, when we played in grade school at Holy Name, we lost 1 game to the team that went to the city championship by 1 goal.
Really?
And I don't know if they won the city championship or not, but we came that close to going to a city championship by 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so let's see.
Are you following the Cavs at all?
A little bit. I watched, well, actually, yesterday we watched some college basketball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we watched, Cleveland State against, I'm trying to remember who the other team was. I think it was Robert Morris.
Oh, Cleveland State's got a good team, huh?
Yeah, they won by like 2 points.
Nice.
It was a good game.
Yeah, my cousin's, I don't know if he's my cousin once removed, but my cousin Janet's son was on the Cleveland State team that went to the Sweet 16.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was back in the 80s, right?
No, that was like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I was thinking of, it was like 1986. Cleveland State went into the, you know.
No, this was more recently,
Okay.
like within the last 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I kind of vaguely remember that.
Right. And, you know, they went to the they went to the trade deadline and they were going to trade Kevin Love, but they didn't. And he's not playing right now, but they said he's going to play again, like off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kept the nucleus of the team as it is. So as it is, they're pretty good. And one of the teams that was in the East Coast was Brooklyn Nets.
Hmm.
And they just lost Kyrie Irving, who went to the Denver Nuggets, I think it is.
Okay.
And what's the other guy's name? He went to the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and those are 2 of the best players in the whole league that are out of our way now.
Oh, okay. I don't follow it that much. I catch a game like here and there if I'm flipping channels, you know.
I follow it just because I listen to sports talk radio when I'm dashing every day, so I get a lot of it.
Yeah.
So we're in 5th place now, and we could possibly be in 4th place because that team's not any good anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to Holy Name tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to Holy Name. Probably the first time I've been for church. Probably the first time I've been to Holy Name since my freshman year in high school when you and I went.
Wow.
And Father Heron was like, "Oh, the 2 Ignatius boys, you always hold your heads up high," you know. I liked Father Heron and Father Dalton.
Father Dalton, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still alive or not. He probably.
No, I think he passed away.
Yeah, I think he passed away. And so I'm going to Holy Name with my sister Maureen and my sister Kathy tomorrow, and probably the first time I've been there in a long time. It'll be interesting to go back to the past.
What time are you going?
We're going to the 11 o'clock mass.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame after that. Me and my brother Matt bought tickets to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the year, and we could each take 3 people at any time.
Cool.
So I'm taking my sisters tomorrow. And Maureen said she's been there before, but she was with her class of students, so she had to watch them. So she really couldn't pay attention to what was going on at the Rock Hall, you know. So she's excited to go.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can go tomorrow, but I want to go soon You know, I want to.
Okay, anytime.
That would be fun. Maybe.
Yeah, they have a Beatles exhibit now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have a Beatles exhibit, and I think a Stones exhibit is coming up.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And they have these like practice rooms too, where you can pick up instruments and play.
Yeah, it's called the Garage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you can go in and play music with other people. There was nobody playing when I was down there, but there was a Beatles exhibit, and my brother Matt really likes the lyrics, and I like that too, where they show how the artist where like some of the, it's just like paper from a notebook or a napkin, and they show the lyrics that of the songs.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I kept all my. I have a box with all my old poems and lyrics to songs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was in an original band in California in I think '91, and we had a lot of original songs, and we were pretty good, but they didn't think I was good enough, so they cut me. But and neither of them really went on to that much success. But I think if we would have stayed together, because we were growing, you know, together, and I think we needed more time to grow together. And you know, because I was just learning how to write songs, I was just learning how to use my vocal effects box. They didn't have vocal effects boxes back then, and my friend Daryl Poole was the manager of the Haight-Ashbury Music Center for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So he sold me my first wireless microphone. I think Kit bought it for me for Christmas. And she bought me my first cordless microphone, and he sold me my first PA system, and he sold me a bass effects box that I used for vocal effects.
Oh, okay.
And not a lot of singers were doing it back then, using effects on stage, you know?
Yeah.
There's a video out there of me at this one place. I can't remember the name of it, but I was just learning how to use the effects box. And you have to have a bass line. Like if you put 4 different effects on 4 different songs,
Mm-hmm.
you change the effect, but you got to keep the underlying parameters, like the volume, the slap back, the bass, the treble. You know, that's all got to be set
Okay.
the same in each song. And because I didn't know that, so I would change to a new effect, and then you couldn't hear me sing because I didn't put up the volume on the second song.
Oh, okay.
So I was just learning how to use it when they cut me, you know, and I was like, you know, we're just getting to know each other, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then my claim to fame is I did a lot of the booking, and I booked a show at this place, and the person who did the booking down there called me and said, there's this band called the Four Non Blondes, and they're shooting a video for their song What's Up. There's a famous song
Mm-hmm.
Linda Perry wrote. And she said, could you cut your set short so they can do their video? And I was like, yeah. And I jumped up and I hit my head on the video in my light in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And my head started bleeding and everything. And I just took a shower. I had a gig that night, you know, and I went upstairs and I said, is my head okay? My neighbor. And so we opened up for the Four Non Blondes when they shot their video.
I remember you were telling me that story recently.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think I put a link to your album from Spotify in the last podcast.
Nice. I sent a couple copies to my cousin Bob. I haven't heard back from him yet, so I don't know if he likes it or not. But he'd be a good, you know, he likes music a lot, so he'd be a good assessor of my music. You know, if you like one song, I'm happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't like all of them. And you know, one thing I did, which I don't know why I did this, but I put the best songs at the end of the CD. Like I want you like to get the songs that aren't great over with, so you can listen to the good stuff. I should have put all the good stuff at the beginning of the CD.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you know when you go to a music show and they play all the songs that you don't really know first, and then they do their hit songs.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. No, I thought they were all good. So let's see. Are we gonna try to do have a guest next week?
Yeah, sure. You want to ask your brother Chris tonight?
Yeah, we can ask Christopher, and we can ask Christopher. We can ask your brother Bill.
Okay, I asked him if he could do it. I just said possibly in a couple of weeks. So not next Saturday, but the Saturday after.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be a good guest. He's had he's writing a memoir. He's had an interesting life.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, that'll be fun.
New soccer stadium. I heard Cleveland was getting a new soccer stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, what do you weigh?
208.
Oh, that's pretty good. Because 2 days ago, I was 216, and I checked it today, and I was 208.
Really?
Yeah, in 2 days, I lost 8 pounds.
Wow.
Because I eat a lot, and if I just slow down on eating, I lose weight really quickly.
Did you weigh yourself with no clothes on, or?
Same amount of clothes.
Well, see, that to me, I've noticed that makes a big difference. I always weigh myself in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Just before I get in the shower.
Right.
And, because I noticed clothes do make a big difference.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, it could have been.
Yeah, I was down to 185 at one point.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Last year when I was having some health problems, I got down to 185, which is good for me. As a diabetic, I need to not be heavy,
Yeah. So we weigh about the same.
Yep.
So yeah, and
I think you're a little taller than me, though.
Oh yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
Okay, but we're about the same. I mean, I would say.
Yeah.
So, and I've been trying to count my calories, and I've been working on trying to lose some weight. I'd like to get down to like 185 again.
Wow, that'd be certainly a feat.
I know. I don't know if I hope I can do it.
Well, you know what? If you try a different way of eating, like the Mediterranean diet,
Yeah.
it's not really a diet. It's more of a way of eating and eating a certain type of food.
Yeah.
That I couldn't do it. I tried it, and I just didn't have the patience to learn all the new foods and how to do it.
Yeah.
You might have more patience. It's a lot of it's kind of light eating. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's still eating, but it's just eating light, and the things you eat are soft and easy to digest and stuff like that. Called the Mediterranean diet.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it. I don't know much about it, but
yeah, I went out and I bought some cinnamon, and what's the other thing that's big in Mediterranean food?
like olive oil or.
Yeah, I bought some olive oil, some cinnamon, and there's one other thing, tahini.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought all three, but I didn't know what to do with them, so they're just sitting here. So if you need cinnamon, olive oil, or tahini, let me know.
Oh, okay. I think of like olives and like chunks of cheese and like lunch meat and stuff when I
Right.
But I don't know. I mean.
Yeah, cheese is a big thing. I can't have a lot of cheese. It messes with my system. It fills me up too much.
Oh, okay.
I eat very little amount of cheese.
So let's see. Well, anything else you want to talk about before we close?
I don't think so. Just I got clothes in the dryer. I got to go get them.
Okay. Oh, I was going to ask you a favor.
Okay.
Amanda was wondering if she wanted to get Chick-fil-A.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's like Chick-fil-A is like on the way to my house from yours.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
So I was wondering if you could pick some up, and I'll pay you when you get here.
Sure. Text me what you want.
Okay. So all right. Well, I'm gonna practice.
Okay.
And get ready for when you come over. And
okay, I forgot. I have to. I couldn't memorize both songs, so I have to print them out.
Oh, okay.
Till 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay. See you then, Rich.
All right. Bye,
Text me
everybody.
that Chick-fil-A order.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.